Well, it's been a little bit since I've worked on the Subaru, and here we are working on it again. And now last week we did start to do some stuff on it. We started to do the exhaust, but then we found quickly that we needed the brake master, booster, and the clutch master before we could do the exhaust, because we kind of need that stuff to know sort of how close or how difficult it's going to be to make the exhaust. So on that note, I have all of those things. So I come over here. This is a genuine Seekin clutch master. So I'm about to go and put this in, and then I'm also about to go and put in the brake master as well, and that's got a booster, and then I can hopefully get the exhaust started tonight. Now I am not sure how far I'm going to be able to get, but at least we'll make a start on it and then see how it starts to shape out. So without further ado, let's get into it and get an exhaust made. Mike's here, everybody. What have we maybe discovered presently?
That all the room you thought you had, you don't have? Yeah.
I'm gonna hate myself.
Yeah. All you had to do was put the wastegate where I told you.
I know. So we're gonna figure that out now, is to see how badly.
I can see your eye twitching.
It's because I know what's coming. Yeah, we get to find out how badly I've done messed up.
Yep.
When I was all gung-ho about putting the turbo when I had all of the space, because no, we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go get a turbo manifold.
Giggity giggity. We don't need paint where we're going. What?
What are you talking about? We've got heaps of room.
I see a geometric issue right away. Right out the gate, we got an issue.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you do a bolt up and see if it gets a bit better.
Oh, man.
Yeah, hey John.
Hey, Mike.
Hey John.
Hey, Mike.
You done goofed.
I done good.
Yeah, I think we have two solutions here that I can see already.
One exhaust system.
No. Actually, no, we have three.
What?
We can do an exhaust and then just put a notch in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that'll work. We can do away with that and go with a pedal box. Or we can redo your entire manifold again.
Alright, well, Mike is faffing around on the phone, as it may be. The other day, I also went and ordered a new seat. Well, not new, it's new to me. It was secondhand to somebody else. But I've got a new Race Tech seat here that is going in the car. So, while we are waiting for Mike so we can make some noise, I'm going to go see if it's going to fit in the car and see if I have to make any modifications to the seat rails, etc. So let's get into doing that and see how she goes. Alright, first things first, we're going to get some rails on. That's noisy. So, front one. Screws in nice before it didn't, and then get another angle. We'll just put on that one. All I want to see is if the seat will actually physically fit on the rails. This is a wide seat, and and the other guy that I bought the car off was a skinny dude, and I'm not. So we may have to make new mounts. I may have to modify or something. Funny. The designs of the new Race Tech seats are so different. So these are the 4000s, and Now, I can't quite remember if this seat was manufactured up until the factory burnt down, but they lost all of their moulds years ago. And this was built in 2006. So the seats are pretty old.
John's not new either.
I'm not new either, but these are new to me. Anyhow, so the new seats are 4009s, which I have in the Skyline, and they're really, really nice seats.
Yeah.
I was just saying that I can't remember when the factory burnt down, but I don't know if this shell was before or after that.
To me, this, like, I remember this everywhere running at 2007, just in every single car had them.
Yeah.
These were, if you didn't have these, you weren't a cool.
Well, you could have had Race Bros.
Oh, yes.
So anyway, let's go. These are all like loosely bolted on. I got a funny feeling because it's a wide seat, we might need to flip these on the inside.
That's such a ball. I've got them flipped in my circuit because we've got narrow.
Yeah, but we'll see. So if you want to go to the camera, Mike, we'll see how this is going to fit in the car and whether or not we're going to need to flip them.
I don't think you want to sit that way, John.
Huh?
You don't want to sit that way.
No, I don't.
I mean,
Will it even fit?
like, to me that looks...
Just.
Here's the camera.
I'm going to flip them.
Show the kind of people what they're missing out on.
As you can see, my mounts are way off. And I may need to get it in there. I may need to redo these mounts entirely. Yeah, good. But on the upside, at least the seat does fit. So look at that, that's snug, but it fits. So
Looking at that shoulder, that's awfully close to the door.
it doesn't matter. It's got no pillar.
Oh, heaps of room.
Like a glove.
All I can see is your reflection.
I know.
There's the nose there. Go over chest.
Penny dog.
Actually, speaking of that, I had to have my brain scratched today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So funny story. I had to have it done 3 times
Why?
because the first time they pulled it out, all they got was grinding dust. So they pulled it out and the whole end was just black from mild steel grinding dust, and they're like, what is that? And I'm like, I was playing in the shed yesterday. So they did a second one and they got the same result. They did a third one and it was
I think my sparkles are gone.
yeah, there was only a few spots of brains on them.
I still don't think this is going to work. Hey Mike,
Yeah.
we might have struck the lottery.
Did we?
Yeah.
$50 is $50.
So, what I reckon, Mr. Mike.
I reckon you show the kind people.
Oh yeah. Okay, so flip the rails, and it looks like we might be in luck. I don't know 100%, but there looks to be possibly enough room to get a bolt or two in there. So, what I...
We need our bolt.
Huh?
What?
We need 4.
I'm not sitting in it.
So I think what I need to do now, before we get too far ahead, is I'll sit in the car and then see, because I'll be driving it, where everything's going to sit, and then if you could...
I quite like living.
Yeah. And then if you could just mark where the seat needs to go with my drawing stick.
Yep. Crayons, yay, arts and crafts.
Yeah, and then we'll just see if we can bolt these in loosely, you know, within Kiwi.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Is it? It puts the John in the car where it gets the hose. That was so graceful. Yeah, I wouldn't go back any further. You're about to fall off.
Well, that's fully mashed.
Ding!
That's a good position.
Okay, can you go forward about... looking at this, you need to go forward
So
15 mil.
Can we put it on the last one?
Yep, that is the last one, 15 mil forward.
So that's all we need to know.
Yep. Spit on it and send it.
However, I feel giving my life to non-flanged nuts in this situation.
They're bolts actually, aren't they?
What?
Oh no, they're nuts underneath.
Yeah, the nuts that are underneath.
Yeah.
I feel there's a design flaw. So if we can...
I'm just zooming in on this one over here.
Oh, you can't even get them out.
Yeah, no, they're captive.
But if that's just grabbing on the edge...
Yeah, that's a
That's a
little...
recipe for disaster.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the... how accidents work.
Yeah, so I think...
And look at this welding. I mean, my God, even the paint can't hide it. Wow.
Yeah, I just noticed some of that. But like, to be fair, like this guy, from what I can tell, he's done this in his shed. Like he's got a couple of other cars and stuff. I think he's mostly done this in his shed on his own. So, in terms of like what I've seen from like shed type dudes, like it's not too bad.
Oh, I mean, as far as home shed fabrication goes, this is top notch.
Yeah.
This is like better than mine.
Better than your car.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. John?
Shots fired. But no, like
how much have I
forward,
told you I don't like the truth?
moving forward, we're going to have to do something about these nuts because
a little bit sketchy.
these nuts ain't doing shit in an accident. Can you explain why?
Because basically we've got about 1.5 mil on each side. That's actually going to be grabbing onto some what looks to be 2.5 mil steel, which is just going to tear it to pieces. Do you want me to hold this on?
Yes.
Okay.
No, away.
I'll hold it out of the road.
Yeah. Not in my way, out of my way.
I would not do that to you, John.
Yes, you fucking would. Oh. The only downside
I resemble that remark.
The only downside with doing it this way is you kind of can't really tighten it. You need to have it loose enough so you can move the seat, and then you need to bolt the seat on, and then you need to mark it, and then you need to bolt it down.
See, what John hasn't heard of is an impact, where you do them up tight, you put the seat on, and then you just send it into the seat. And you pull these captive ones out, and you just put a big washer on the back side, and you just sandwich it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I reckon that's good enough to do up. Actually, you know, if you're smart, you'd loosely put the back ones in, roll the seat back, and then do it up.
I could do the same thing with the front.
Well, you could. However, looking at the way the dangle bends, it's going to foul on itself.
Yeah. We'd like to have it... This is why the new brackets are better, because they've got like 3 positions in the front, and that way you could lean the seat back a little bit.
Yeah. We can still put holes in this. You got a die grinder. Look at that thinking. Look at that thinking on his face. You can almost smell it through the camera. He's got the tongue going and everything.
So you hold your tongue, mate. Braille.
I was going to say he's so good at doing it with his eyes closed, but I mean, if he's still going, he can't be that good. Or he's just enjoying it more than the average beer. Oh, this is also why using flange nuts is better in this application. Flange bolts, because that way you can stick a ring spinner under here and do them up. Not a stupid hex Allen key thingy.
Can you get any on that side?
I mean, I could, but do I want to?
No.
Alright.
Do you want to hold the camera? Or?
If you lift it up a little. Okay, which hole are you going to? Middle?
Bottom.
Okay, up, go down. Forward. Down. Where are we at? Forward. Got him. Next.
Do you want home slice?
Cakes and pies, cakes and pies. Up. Oh yeah. Up a bit more.
I'm going to maneuver it back and forth.
No. Right there.
Right there.
Got him.
Got him.
Teamwork.
Wow. Look, we got a mounted seat, mate. I mean, she's a little bit loose. But,
I mean, it's about as firm as my seat.
But look, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to modify the rails. Well, apart from the nuts.
The nuts and the bolts, because those bolts can go straight in the bin. Those nuts can go in the bin.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do, because we've got
like, it's a really good idea what he's done. It's just.
Well, no. If I could get No.
There's no
We
way.
need to replace the nuts because in a seat it'll just work out in an accident.
And they have to have washers too for MSNZ, don't they? I think they do.
Possibly.
Yeah.
There's no way that the washers can fit on this with these brackets.
Yeah.
But at least I don't have to.
I mean, all we have to do is cut the bottom of the bracket.
Yeah, but it'd be a bit hard to do that in place, right? So we'll probably have to cut these out
Nah, we'll just get my finger sander in there.
from underneath.
Yeah.
You reckon you get it under there?
Have you ever used my finger sander?
No.
Honk, 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 honk.
But I think, all in all, that's all. Oh, the cage isn't
Yeah, it's not painted.
Oh, and there's,
Enhance.
and there's holes right above it. There's what, anks?
Enhance.
Oh, enhance.
Yeah.
There's holes right above it. That's why it's leaking. There's holes through all the
Let's set a roof rack.
Is it something? Should we see how eloquent I am to get in this car?
Oh, let's check the...
This is how a fat guy gets into a race car.
It's not fat, John. It's winter. That was graceful as fuck. That, however... Ding!
And you don't want your arms fully straight in a race car. You need them bent, so if you have an accident, your arms don't like go through the shoulder blades.
Through your shoulder blades. Yeah, makes sense, yep.
Yeah, well if you're like that and you're in an accident, your arms are locked, right?
Yeah, and that also helps squeezes the shit out. Because
so whereas if your arms are bent, like in a road car as well, if you have an accident, your arms are bent, so you're still going to get hurt.
And also you have more torque with a 90-degree elbow. Or is that just a Honda thing?
What?
Honda owners have more torque with a 90-degree elbow.
You still talk. But I'm happy with that, man. That's a good seating position.
Yeah, although the only issue I see is that gear stick is a long way forward.
What?
That
No,
gear
it's here.
Oh, okay.
But I've just got to get the...
Where does the sequential go?
What?
What?
I think I put this in. Oh, please. There we go. That's good.
Yeah.
Do you fit in it?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
And this is how a tall lanky motherfucker gets in a race car with work boots. Look at you, that was seamless.
You may also notice that I have similar seats. Does this,
Good luck with that.
do what it does on TikTok?
No, because it's a shit one. You've got to line up the big spline with the big spline.
Oh, I can smell the COVID. I can, like it's lined up. Oh, there we are.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this will seem good.
But you can fit in there nice, eh? Like,
Yeah.
you could probably drive that.
I mean, not with these clowns shooting on, but yeah.
I mean, you probably want to sit a bit further back, but
The brakes are a bit squishy.
yeah.
Clutches.
On the account there aren't any.
Yeah.
Oh, about brakes, did we cover that?
You should probably put a stop to that.
So before we get back into the exhaust, we found some holes along the wheel strip,
holes.
some speed holes. So I'm guessing this is either had a sunroof or
Roof rack.
this is where the factory things clip into. I don't know.
Sunroofs go out here.
Not a sunroof.
These are
Yeah,
small
you know what I mean.
sunroofs.
I'm tired, give me a break. Anyway, so we've got some grommets and we're now just filling these holes so that it doesn't get water in the car. Because now that I've got a race seat in it, what we don't want is mould. So Mike is just making an absolute mess of that grommet.
It's alright, it's not my grommet.
Yep, you're right.
Oh yeah. That's in.
Yeah, and we got two more. Shut up, you never spit on it. Cool, so now that Mike's almost finished that, we're going to get jumped.
You didn't film that one and it went straight in.
Yeah, no one cares.
Spat on it.
Yeah, so now that Mike's pretty much finished those grommets, we're now going to jump back onto the exhaust system and see if we can get the downpipe at least started. Even though we've been sidetracked like 16 times tonight already. But let's see how far we get.
Because I'm used to working in cars that have all the room in the world in the engine bay, aka Supras and 3Ss.
And now you're in a front end of the Subaru.
Front end, yeah.
Let's play, Mike.
So this obviously,
Can we show first of all how tight this is?
so this is why forethought and having all.
Full disclosure.
Hang on.
I'm-
So this is what happens when you jump full steam ahead into a project without everything you need in the road.
Why, Mike? Because I was kind of excited.
You were like, yeah,
What?
you were super excited.
I was.
And I was a little bit like, I have a feeling there's going to be an issue. And as much as I hate to say it, John, I don't actually. I told you so.
And the stupid thing is, I've done so many conversions and I've done a lot of exhaust and everything now, and I miss to like plan ahead and get everything sorted and like make sure there's heaps of space. This thing, Mr. Gung Ho over here, decided to jump in balls deep and just send it basically.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. What am I going to take? I don't know. I'm taking the blame for this. All right. So what we've got here is, in reality, tonight was such a waste of time. Long story short, everything that you've seen in this video tonight, we've redone. We've remade the manifold, we've relocated the wastegate, we've redone the exhaust and everything like that. Reason being, where everything was positioned just wasn't really practical. Anyone that knows what's involved with this kind of work would know the position of the exhaust too close to the master cylinders and stuff just isn't really going to work long term. Won't be safe and all that sort of stuff. So as a little bit stubborn as I was with wanting to keep that design that I had in my head, just honestly not practical. So out of safety reasons and practicality, we removed everything, and I was very hesitant of showing this video, mainly because no one wants to see themselves as failing at something, and that's how I see this. I've failed at a certain portion of this project. But anyway, that's what happens with these projects. You have designs, you have ideas, you do some, you fail at some, you win some, and all that sort of stuff. So this is a prime example of needing to plan better forward ahead in the future. Get the parts that you need so that your jobs become easier and you know exactly the tolerances and clearances that you need, etc. So anyway, here we are. Hey Benny, what are you doing? Are you coming here to play with your broken ball?
Benny needs a new ball.
He does.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to call it a night. I'm shattered. Mike's pretty much done with the day.
I'm peaking.
And Chris doesn't matter, so... Anyway, on that note, we're off. We'll catch you next time with more exhaust shenanigans, and maybe, hey, we might even have a pedal box, so we'll see how we go. Catch you soon, bye.